Namaste bachcho. Myself Dr. JVn Dr Monika Trivedi. Today I am going to deliver my lecture on electrolytic and galvanic cell. This is the type of the electrochemical cells. Okay, so this topics belongs to electrochemistry, photochemistry, spectroscopy and macromolecules subject of B.SC, B.ED, PCM, ZBC 8th semester. So I have given some idea about galvanic cell and electrolytic cell in my previous sessions. So you all know about the oxidation reduction process and what is the half reaction and what is anode, what is a cathode. So I will not discuss it in this session. So the voltaic cell are also known as a galvanic cell, which is which electrical current is generated by the spontaneous redox reaction. A simple voltaic cell is a spontaneous process when the zinc metal with a aqueous solution of the copper sulfate is used. Okay, so in this kind of reaction, what happened when a zinc metal which is an anode is placed in a zinc sulfate solution in a left container, and a bar of a copper which is a cathode is immersed in a copper sulfate solution in a right container, separate container. Okay, so the zinc and a copper electrode are jointed by the copper wire. The salt bridge connecting the potassium sulfate solution in connected by this or both solution. Okay, the anode and cathode are present in a different compartments. Okay, so the oxidation of the half reaction occur in a on a anode, and reduction on a half reaction takes place in a cathode. Okay, so here you can see the simple voltaic or a galvanic cell diagram when the zinc bar placed in a zinc sulfate solution and a copper bar present in a copper sulfate solution. Here is a salt bridge, and these two anode and cathode are connected via copper wire. Okay, so when this cell is set up, the electron flow from the zinc electrode through the wire of the copper cathode. As a result, the zinc dissolve in the anode solution to form Zn plus 2 ion. The copper plus 2 ion is in the cathode half cell pick up the electron and convert it into copper atom on a cathode. At the same time, SO4 2 minus ion from the cathode half cell migrate to the anode half through the salt bridge. Okay, likewise Zn plus 2 ion from an anode half cell moves to the cathode half cell. This flow of the ion of the half cell to the another complete the electrical circuit, which ensure the continuous supply of the current. The cell will operate till either the zinc metal or the copper ion is completely used up. Okay, so in a typical voltaic cell or a Daniel cell, okay, John Daniel discovered this cell. It is a simple zinc copper cell. Okay, here you can see the zinc sulfate solution, the zinc rod emerge in that solution, and this porous port placed in a copper sulfate solution, and here you can see the copper rod also present, and these two rods are connected by a copper wire, and the circuit is completed. Okay, so in this cell, salt bridge has replaced by the porous pot. Or in a Daniel cell, it is very much resemble with the voltaic cell, and all Daniel cell except of the Zn plus 2 ion and SO4 2 ion flow to the cathode and the anode respectively through the porous port instead of through the salt bridge. Okay, so in spite of this different, the cell of diagram of the voltaic cell and Daniel cell are same. So what happened in Daniel cell, you can see here the double line is represented the salt bridge in a voltaic cell. Okay, so here for the Daniel cell, this double line represent the porous pot, and Zn single line, Zn plus 2 represent the oxidation reaction on a anode, and copper plus 2 and copper represent the reduction reaction on a cathode. Okay, so this is the cell reaction. What is the cell reaction? The half reaction of oxidation, the half reaction of reduction, and overall the net reaction is known as a cell reaction. So here you can see Zn as a solid by losing the electron converts into the Zn plus 2, and copper plus 2 by acquiring the 2 electrons convert into copper solid. So the net reaction is copper solid plus copper plus 2 aqueous converts into Zn plus 2 aqueous and copper solid. Okay, so what are the reversible cell? A cell works reversibly in a thermodynamical condition where, like a Daniel cell, and secondary batteries or rechargeable batteries, these are reversible cells. The cells is reversible if it satisfy all the following condition. What are the condition? If the applied EMF is equals to the derived EMF, then the net reaction is 0. And if the applied EMF is similar than the derived EMF, then the cell should act as an electrochemical cell or a forward reaction. If the applied EMF is greater than the derived EMF, then the cell should act as an electrolytic cell or a reverse reaction. Okay, so what is irreversible cell? The cell which do not obey the above condition, which are the reversible, which are conducted by the reversible cell, which do not obey the above condition, are known as irreversible cells. Okay, if one of the product from the cell cannot be made by the reversible by applying the external process. Okay, so for the example, if the zinc silver cell, the primary cell, if you take Zn Ag cell, if you take ZnH2O aqueous Ag cell, so in this kind of reaction, the reaction occurs on a cathode and anode. Is Zn plus 2 is combined with H2SO4, and it gives ZnSO4 and twice mole of H2, and on a cathode the Ag plus 2 twice mole of Ag plus by gaining 2 electron converts into twice mole of Ag. So when the 2 electrons are connected from the outside, the zinc dissolve and liberate the hydrogen. Okay, since one of the product hydrogen escape, the cell reaction cannot be reversed when the connected to the external source. Okay, external EMF. The cell does not obey the condition of the reversible, are called as a irreversible cells. Okay, so what are the electrolytic cell? We know the electrolytic cell are a electrochemical cell which convert electrical energy into the chemical potential, and the process known as electrolysis. Okay, the process of this usually convert into the reactant into the more useful product. The electrolytic cell are one of the most major category of the electrochemical cell. The other categories of the electrochemical cells are photovoltaic cells, and we already learn about the electrochemical cell. So thank you very much. This session powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you satisfied with my session. If you have any query, please comment me. Thank you.